And good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5 Minute Morning Miner. It's winter's here, Paul. It was raining this morning. It was dark. There was an easterly wind. It was a horrible cycle ride in. So
it's awfully soggy here in South London as well, I'd have to say.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. But there you go. We had it too good for too long, maybe. Anyway, let's turn to mining. Let's start. Iron Ridge Resources. I mean, they keep coming out with good news, Paul.
Well, yes, on this Ewoyaa pegmatite project, lithium pegmatite project on the coast in Ghana. More drilling results here on the expansion drilling program, specifically the zones they call Ewoyaa North and the zone they call grass cutter. And we're talking about tens of meters of thickness, grades between 1% and 1.4% lithium oxide. And they start from depth anywhere from 60 meters or so, and they're testing down to levels of about 100 meters or so underneath outcropping mineralization. Still open to depth here, but this is the end of the drilling program they'd planned on the expansion side. They still have 5 rigs drilling, but that's for all infill drilling work toward bringing into higher levels of compliance for feasibility studies now. So yeah, just looking terrific.
Yeah, it is. I've lost track slightly where we are the demerger. Are you up with that, or should I talk to Vincent, do you think, and get a catch up with him?
Yes, I do have to get a catch up with him since it's been a couple of months now since I've had a little.
Well, maybe we both should. We'll get on the phone together to him.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Anyway, I do know that he's going to be speaking at the African Mining Indaba and the VSA Shanghai Mining Club conference in Beijing on October the 19th and 20th. We've got a pretty good lineup actually of companies, some really exciting companies actually. We've got about 20 now in total, so the event is sort of doubling in size every year, and about 100 Chinese listening in. But it goes to a global audience. It's a fantastic. You obviously did it last year, Paul, didn't you?
Yes, and we're getting a nice geography and nice share of different kinds of projects at different levels of development too. So just a real nice selection here.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good conference. Sorry, that was a slight sort of quick advertisement almost for our conference with Mining Indaba on the 5 Minute Morning Miner. Let's carry on with news, Paul. What else do you want to talk about?
Oh, I have to mention here that uranium price went to $39 and Cameco hit a 10-year high on their share price yesterday. Certainly, it has all the signs here that we're looking at a short squeeze going on in the spot market for uranium, trying to force the contract rates on the utilities in order to go to much higher contracted prices.
Well, I'm still feeling pretty bad that you were so right. Yellowcake also hitting new highs this morning, 357. They're up 40% so far this year. I mean, well done, Yellowcake. I mean, it's just shot off the roof recently. But I mean, commodity prices are basically holding strong, aren't they? I mean, this is the classic. What is it? Robert Frieden said, the revenge of the miners.
Yes, that's right. And just as an example for copper is not dipping below $4 or didn't even dip below 410 much at all recently. And that's kind of surprised analysts a little bit here, even though the Chinese bidding activity is a little bit, or had been a little bit soft last month. But it just shows that how hard it is in order to get higher levels of supply now back into the marketplace when demand starts really exerting itself.
Well, and I can tell you, we've obviously just started now. We're in the blackout period for Tungsten West, but we started organising the roadshow. And Tungsten West, I think, as an IPO, is going to fly off the shelves. But, you know, you're never there till you're there, so to speak, are you? So any other news today? Sorry, Paul, we should stick to the news rather than, you know.
Yes, I wanted to talk a little bit about ASX listed Gold Road. They had some more drilling results. They have a big part of that greenstone trend on which their Gruyere gold mine is located in joint venture with Goldfields there in Australia. But they've come up with some nice drilling results here. from what they call their smoke bush target, which they had first discovered a couple of years ago, but now drilling on to some depth. But the grades and the thicknesses would suggest that there's another ore body to be developed at Smokebush, in my opinion, as well. We just have to see if they can get enough drilling into it and in order to get some a good sense of its size. But very good numbers coming from there. Several meters running well in excess of 5 grams gold per ton.
Well, that sounds all positive. Any others that you wanted to mention?
Interim results out from AIM-quoted Greenland Mineral Sands Explorer Blue Jay Mining. They ended the half year with a cash balance of 5.2 million sterling, which is only slightly lower than the year ago level. And during the period, they signed a $20 million exploration joint venture with Rio Tinto on their Ainonkoski nickel copper cobalt project in Finland. And they did receive the final permits in order to proceed to development on their Dundas mineral sands deposit in Greenland. So, and they're even getting a cash refund from the UK taxman because the taxman has withdrawn their VAT case against them.
UK taxman is so kind. Actually, it's also worth mentioning Kazira Global. They had a little bit of news out this morning, Paul. They've a geological study from Namibia, basically saying they've got damn good lithium and also feldspar down in their mine there, which sent the stock a little bit better today. And Kazira is one of those stocks that is probably waiting for a bit of a run.
Yes, and they're in the Tantalum Valley district in Namibia, which has been known for its tantalum-bearing pegmatites, and this is just an official confirmation, I would say, that those pegmatites are, in fact, lithium pegmatites with tantalum component, much like you see in Australia and Brazil and other places.
Yep. All right, very good, Paul. We'll call it a day there. We'll speak again tomorrow.
Very good. See you then.